guys, welcome to Chairs
and Benches.
I'm Nayoka.
And I'm Brittany.
And today, as you guys can see from the title, we'll be talking about immigration changes in Canada since COVID-19.
Yes, guys. So disclaimer, all right, we are not immigration lawyers, nor are we immigration consultants. This is purely based on research that we've done ourselves and our experience. All right, guys.
I know you guys, a lot of you guys are here for the immigration content, and I apologize so much that I haven't been doing immigration content due to COVID-19, and I wanted to make sure the dust settles before we speak on anything, right?
Yes,
the borders were closed. Today in this video we'll be explaining the changes that were made for international students and also visitors, the students, and also foreign workers, right?
So put a smile on your face, guys. All the changes that are made here in Canada are all positive changes, 100% across the board.
Yeah, I know you guys might be confused or worried about migrating to Canada, because I know in the media you guys seen that the Trump administration is trying to use COVID-19 to actually ban legal immigration to the United States. Trump actually banned the H-1B visa, which is the work visa in the States. But don't worry yourself, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So here in Canada, immigrants are seen as treasure. Canada actually recognizes and acknowledges the fact that immigrants actually contribute to the economy, and the economy will need it at this time.
Donald Trump wants to have an executive order restricting, these are key work visas, they're called the H-1B, which are high-skilled, a lot of software engineers and others, from coming to the United States. These are highly skilled workers. Immediately, CEOs in Canada, like the CEO of Shopify, said, hey, come to Canada if you can't get into the US. What do you make of Donald Trump barring people from the H-1B visa, that coveted visa, and what could it mean for our economy?
Well, I'm smiling because I'm loath to invoke hockey analogies, but Canada certainly has a sterling record when it comes to that sport. But I will say that we saw the news yesterday. We're combing over the details of it. We want to be sure that we understand any potential impacts on Canadians. But I also want to be clear with your viewers that in Canada, we believe that immigration is going to spring our economic recovery out of this global pandemic. We have a plan in place that looks to leverage the best and the brightest from around the world. We've got pathways like the Express Entry Program and the Global Talent Stream, which will help bring entrepreneurs, engineers, innovators. We've also got pathways for manual laborers and skilled laborers and those who are contributing to our most urgent needs in our agricultural sector in the short term, as well as living up to our long-term humanitarian commitments by helping the most vulnerable. So I'm very excited about leveraging immigration. The demographic reality is this. We have an aging population. We have more retirees than ever. And if we want to preserve our covenants with respect to public health care and education and retirement security, we need to go through immigration. Ask any serious economist, and they will tell you the same thing. Come to Canada. We'll take you with a smile, as we have done historically and as we will continue to do in the future.
So, in addition to that, Trump also wanted to revoke over 1 million student visas due to the pandemic if your university offered classes online. So if your course is online now due to COVID, then he wanted to send you home.
Yeah, he's like, pack up and go.
Which is basically every university. Like, my courses are online right now. You get me? Yeah. So that's basically every student.
Earlier this month, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, or ICE, announced visas would be withdrawn from foreign students and they'd be forced to leave the country in the autumn if their studies were moved entirely online. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren called the policy xenophobic. In the face of widespread opposition, the Trump administration backed down on Tuesday, but not soon enough for many foreign students.
It was inhumane and unfair because most of us have already paid fall tuition. We already signed our releases. We already registered for classes, so it'll be too late to do anything at this point.
They just made a full U-turn on that decision. So they banned the workers, but they couldn't really ban international students.
Yeah, because they spend so much money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money
to invest in this change in their life.
Right. All right, guys. So enough about the States, and we're going to talk about Canada now and the changes that were made for international students here in Canada. Canada is allowing you to study abroad if you have online courses for 50% of your studies, and this will not affect your eligibility for postgrad work permit. If you guys watch our previous videos, international students do get a postgrad work permit once they finish studying here in Canada, but you would have to meet certain requirements, and one of the requirements would mean that you would have to study the entirety of your coursework in Canada, living in Canada. But due to COVID and the travel restrictions and the complications associated, and due to the fact that it will be online, you could also come to Canada. You won't be banned from Canada, but if you choose to study abroad, like from home, you'll still be eligible to get your postgrad work permit. So the decision is all yours. Canada is not telling you, oh, you're not allowed to come here. Yeah. Just get 50% of it done here in Canada and you're Gucci.
So the second thing you need to know is that if you were accepted to study here in Canada before March 18, 2020 or on March 18, 2020, you are exempt from travel restrictions. You know that Canada's borders are closed due to COVID-19, so all foreign nationals are not allowed to enter the country. But if you were accepted before March 18th, you know that you're free to come. Canada is not going to turn you away, so that's a good thing, right?
As an international student, Canada will see you as a regular resident, a temporary resident, and you have rights to travel, even if travel restrictions.
You just have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so they're not closing the borders on you guys, okay? All right, so the next point is that you can continue to work if COVID-19 had prevented you from finishing school full-time, if you had to go part-time, or if you had to take a break from your studies. So as an international student, guys, your primary status in Canada is a student. So normally you would be expected to be going to school for majority of the time, or that's your top priority. So you should be enrolled in school before you're eligible to actually work part-time, because you get a work permit when you get here, right? But due to COVID-19, if you had to stop going to school for whatever reason, or go part-time or do online courses, you're still able to work as an international student. So that's a plus, that's a major plus. Once you were a full-time student, you would have the right to work 20 hours during the academic session if it's just a regular job. But if you have like a regular entry-level job that's still open to you, you'll be able to work 20 hours. That's on your work permit, even if you're not going to school during the academic year, and full-time if it's not the academic year, but you'll still be eligible to work. So you can still work even if you're not going to school during COVID.
The next thing that you guys should know is that all applications, if you're applying to become a student in Canada outside of Canada, all applications are now online. I know that in our previous video, we encourage people to go in person and bring physical documents into an embassy in your country. But now it's all being done online, unless you have a physical disability or a disability that's going to prevent you from doing an online application. If there's a document that's missing due to COVID-19, then all you need to do is just provide a letter of explanation stating this fact, and you should be good to go.
Another change is that until August 31st, 2020, international students are able to work more than 20 hours during the academic year if they are employed through an essential service. And there's a list of jobs that are considered essential services due to COVID-19. You're able to work more than 20 hours during the academic year if you're in an essential service. And we'll give you a list of some jobs that are considered essential service here. But yeah, this is awesome. So you're actually able, even if you're not in school due to COVID-19, if you're part-time or if you're online based, once you're employed under an essential service, you're able to work more than 20 hours. You can work full-time. Stack that money up, okay?
That's so nice.
Yeah.
So generous of them.
I know. And one thing too, now those jobs are actually accepting a lot of workers because the demand is so high. So if you're able to work in an essential service during this time, that's a plus for you. So I hope you guys clearly understand. Comment down below if you don't understand. So basically you're able to work 20 hours during the academic year if you're not in school or part-time in a regular job once you're working due to COVID. But if you're in an essential service, you could work full-time the entire time. So that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that is really convenient for us as students is that if you have to stop your studies for any reason, you know, due to COVID, obviously. If you have to stop your studies for a semester or two, you are still eligible for your postgrad work permit. They're gonna understand that, you know, struggles, you know, so you're still gonna receive your full work permit, your full postgrad work permit. So don't fear about that. All right, guys.
Right. If you didn't watch our previous videos, you can get more details over there.
Yeah. So now we're on to the foreign nationals. All right, guys. So all visitors with a visitor's visa, all students with their student visa, all workers with a work permit or their work visa, 90 days after expiration to renew their visa or renew their status in Canada. That's usually the case before COVID-19. But now if your document has expired after January after January the 30th, 2020, you now have until the end of the year, December 31st, 2020.
So imagine being a visitor and you came to Canada, you didn't know COVID was gonna happen, and then your status expired while you're here in Canada. You would normally have a 90-day grace period, or else you'll be considered illegal, like your status would be illegal. But now your status won't be illegal because the offices were closed. So you could still be in Canada the entire time and not be considered as illegal, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's for all foreign nationals. And I think that's really good. Like that takes off a whole
burden, especially, you know, you have other stuff worrying about that you need immediate attention.
Right. So
than applying.
Also for the workers, this new public policy also is very considerate for foreign workers because it allows foreign workers who are applying for an employer specific job. So if you get a job from a specific employer, you're able to work. Once you have acceptance to the job, you notify IRCC and you made an application, but you're still allowed to work legally even if you haven't received your work permit. And we did a video on how to apply for jobs here in Canada, a specific job that is in high demand. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch it. But basically you could work here until a decision is being made.
Well, guys, come to Canada. We want you. Come to Nova Scotia.
You want everybody in Nova Scotia.
I do.
Anyways, guys, so I hope this video was very informative. I hope you guys learned something. I know this time makes it very difficult for lots of us who were planning on migrating or have had plans, and then COVID happened, and then you're not really sure on what to do.
Or if you're even here still.
Yeah, or if you're already here and you just don't know what's happening. If you guys have any questions, comment down below in the comment section. And you could also comment on our Instagram page. You could DM me on our Instagram page, chairs_benches, and I'll try my best to answer as much questions as I can.
Alright guys, also if there are any other immigration related content that you guys want us to give a more in-depth explanation on, then please just comment below and let us know that this is something that you want us to do. All right, we have no problem doing our research and then explaining it here on this platform.
So yeah, we do informative and we do some fun videos too. So come on, share it. If you share it, then people will know about chairs and benches. We love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy your week. Bye.